We're back in Summersville, West Virginia again. We came back here because you can have a pretty good markup on your stuff here, and we need to replenish our funds, our emergency fund for our breakdowns. Since we kind of depleted it with that big breakdown a month and a half long, it was horrible. I still have nightmares about that. But we came here to sell, and the other day, before we came back up here, Nick took me to the emergency room because I was having some bad chest pains. We took Buster for a walk, and I started having some really bad chest pains. And they done some tests on me, and what's this? Okay. But anyway, they done a bunch of tests on me, and they said that I didn't have a heart attack or anything. But they did say that I have a really slow, erratic heartbeat, which they said explains why I've always been tired the last several years, and why I faint a lot. So they're wanting to put a pacemaker in me, but I don't know about that. But anyway, we're going to sell here over the next few days and probably come back again. But we have to do some more babysitting for our granddaughter here in a few months. And in the meantime, we're going to try and get that emergency breakdown fund replenished. You know, when we were broke down, sitting there along the road, that's when it became evident to us that it's not as great as it seems sometimes. Because you sit there with 5 weeks, we sit just at a wide spot. If it hadn't been for some of the people there on shock, we just went nuts. I mean, they was coming out there, bringing their poker chips. We were setting up our flea market tables along the road and playing poker. People would bring us a beer now and then, sit and talk for hours. But other than that, it was horrible because we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do anything. We'd run out of things and had no way of getting anything. It was 50 miles to town. It was just horrible. But sometimes it's not as great as what you think. And we're getting older, and I have arthritis, and I have back pain, and climbing up in that van and climbing up into that bed sometimes is just like torture. And we've actually the other day looked at a big motor home, but I doubt that we'll get it. But it might be nice. Of course, some things would not be so nice, like the mileage, which would be terrible on a 36-foot motorhome, and the fact that you couldn't get into the places that we get into now. I love getting back in those small places. Sometimes I don't like the bumpy roads, but but I like getting back in and seeing the pretty places in the nature. And that's what we're going to do while we're here too, is we're going to go a few places, and I want to do some videos like at Droop Mountain. That's a nice place. There's a battlefield and some other places.
Well, Kelly, why don't you tell them about some of the things that you dislike in a regular life of the van? Like the other day you was talking about when it was raining so much and it was still 75, 80 degrees outside after dark, and we couldn't open the vent or anything.
It was raining. We were in North Carolina. It was raining horrible, but it was so hot outside, and we couldn't open the vent. We couldn't open the windows, and so it was just like we were
a sauna.
Like we were steaming inside this van. It was horrible. It had to have been 100 inside that van, and we couldn't do anything about it unless everything got all wet.
And my favorite thing that I hate the most is whenever the porta potty gets full.
And you can't find a place to dump it.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Anything else you can think of that you really... I don't like the fact that we don't have room in the back. Our bed takes up most of it too. I mean, we need to find a way to set the chairs around so it looks like more of a living room in it.
Yeah, because whenever we sit to do anything, we have to sit in the driver and passenger seats because there's no place else to sit, and that really blows. And we were taking Buster for a walk one day, and this this was horrible. But this little girl's like, "Look, mommy, doggy," and the woman's like, "Leave those homeless people and their dog alone. They're unstable."
But that wasn't bad.
I know.
We didn't think that was that bad. We just thought that was funny.
I know, but we're not unstable. I mean, maybe we are, but it's not because we live in a van. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like van life anymore because I love it. I love being able to go back into these places and see all these natural things and stuff. It's just there are things that are not so great, but I still love it. And I'm getting a little long-winded, so I'm going to have to cut it short. But we do have a few things in mind for you, and you'll be seeing those shortly. I hope you liked it. It wasn't much, but I hope you liked it. And if so, let us know. All right? Thanks. Bye.